So I suppose I'm kind of buy into that, what society thinks. I would like to be free of that. I would like to just be able to be.
Exactly as you are.
Yeah.
And I'm remembering last time we spoke that you wanted to get naked. You want to swim in the sea and be naked.
I actually think that's kind of made me think of something there. And like years ago, I went to Fuerteventura and there was nudist beaches there. And I can remember there's a lot of German people and they seemed very free, take the clothes off and everything. But one thing I did notice was that there was older people, there was younger people, there was every shape and size. And I actually thought when people were naked, there was a freedom. So it wasn't so much about, well, that person's fatter or that person's thinner or that person's got a scar here or that person's... It felt like, to me, I can remember thinking, well, actually, that the sort of conditions seem to be removed.
Everybody was naked.
Yeah, and they didn't look bad. I didn't look at them and think, oh, God, you look horrible, because you've got a scar there or something. Or, I didn't feel like that towards them.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe clothed, I know this might sound a bit weird, but clothed, maybe they didn't look as good. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Does it?
It does.
Does it? Yeah. And so I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Clothes. I think clothes are a big issue.
Yeah.
Size of clothes are a big issue.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I went into a store in Covent Garden very recently. And I loved the clothes and I loved the store, and I'd gone in on my own and it was full of very, very young people and they were all in mini groups together. So they had friends and everything. And some of them were trying things on in the shop itself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but when they hang clothing, it's it's like the small stuff to the front.
Yeah, and there's
big stuff you've got to reach sort of 7 foot high and ask for help. Any chance somebody could come and get this big fat top down from the back of this railing? It's a bit like that.
Yeah.
And so I had a look through the sizes on the hangers, and where it said XL was a size 14.
Oh. Yeah, isn't that terrible?
I tiptoed out of that shop feeling like fucking shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awful.
It is awful. Awful.
It really is awful, isn't it?
Yeah. Terrible. So shaming.
It is. And we're not allowed to walk around naked because they'll put us in jail. So they need to make clothes for everybody.
It's just all about business and money.
Yeah.
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 And so being naked on the beach where everybody's naked, and I'm thinking about all those clothes that at the moment there seems to be all the rage about the leggings that pull you in. They're very high-waisted. They pull everything in. You can't breathe.
No.
Can't eat. Can't move.
You don't need to breathe.
As long as they look good.
Occasionally.
Yes. But those kind of things, they're not, if you're naked, there's nothing holding and seeing in certain areas and making the body look the way, it should look according to fuck knows who out there. Yeah. And I'm remembering also there's I don't know if you know, Clarissa Pinkola Estes. She's a therapist and a writer. She's incredible. I love her.
You have to look her up.
She is phenomenal. If you could, honestly, I'll send you a few of her books.
All right.
She's
Thank you.
phenomenal. But
Right.
she tells, if you can listen to her tell her stories, I mean, you know, I feel like I'm there with her and I see it
Yeah.
all, and she's wonderful. And she talks about it could be the elder's body, or how to be an elder, or I can't remember the title of the book, but
Yeah.
she's talking about where these women go to these I don't know what you call them. It made me think of some kind of cave, maybe where there's hot water,
Oh,
very healing. I'm not sure where this was. So a long time since I listened to that book, but all different shapes and sizes, all different ages were there, and everybody was naked.
yeah.
You know, some people were coming in, you know, wrapped up in a towel cautiously, but they had to get naked at some point and go in,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
when everything changed. I
I can
think you
imagine.
love that story from that book.
Yeah. I'd like to listen to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That'd be good if I could
yeah.
send me the name. Yeah.
I'll look it up on my Audible. I've got loads of her books. She's
Thank you.
incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because I do think I just remember thinking that I think these people that I might have judged, I suppose, with clothes on, without clothes on, I thought, oh, yeah,
they're all
it didn't.
very the same.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen many bodies in
Of
the
course.
job,
Yeah,
so bodies. I'm not. Yeah, I've seen hundreds of bodies, shapes, sizes of everything,
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, actually now I've never fully thought about that until we've started having that conversation. How actually clothes can be the limiting thing
Yeah.
rather than the body.
The body. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Mm.
And I remember um, when I lived in London, I would be probably 17 at the time. And on a Saturday, because, you know, I've been a tomboy and very boyish and
Yeah.
defending against stuff that went on in my childhood. So boyish, hiding, you know, and
Yeah.
so living in London and being free down there. And having some money for a change because I had a good job, having
Yeah.
some money,
Yeah.
and would go on a Saturday to Peter Robinson, and it was on Oxford Circus, and you'd go into Topshop and then go down the stairs to this sort of quite dark, and there was something about it that was very sexy and inviting and
Oh yeah.
exciting. It's like, oh, and all these beautiful clothes. Now, the changing room, though, there weren't separate cubicles. It was
All right.
one massive,
Oh yeah.
it was
Yeah.
almost like a room that was for getting changed in and trying things on.
Yeah.
And I
Uh-huh.
remember I'd wanted this grey wool dress, which was calf length and all of that, you know. And I
Mm.
really wanted this dress. And I was waiting to get paid, and I was going to go and try this dress on
Yeah.
in that changing room, which was full of other young girls, same sort of age as me.
Mm.
But, you know, my body was wrong. My body was fat. I had breasts and hips. And although I was only about a size 12 then, they were very kind of
Yeah. Up and
straight up and
down.
down.
Yeah.
And I remember two girls particularly laughing at me. I was trying
Oh,
so quietly to try this dress on.
oh dear.
And yeah, it was awful.
Awful.
But you know, I bought the fucking dress.
Oh, well done. Good for you. Good. Well done. I'm glad.
Every curve.
Oh, it's
And you
awful.
know, if I could do it now, wear that dress now, I
Yeah.
wouldn't tiptoe around and hide in the dress. I
No.
would just be me
Yeah.
back then, be me in that dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it so sad
Yeah.
when you look back and think you were looked a certain way, but with the eyes of now, how wonderful you looked.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I long, yeah, I long often to be that 27-year-old me.
Yeah.
And the 17-year-old me.
Yeah, me too. So sad, isn't it?
Yeah. And I can't even remember what the question is now,
Oh,
where we
I
began.
can't remember.
Was it something to, oh yeah, which words or thoughts or feelings did you have? Yeah.
So yeah.
Anything left to say? There may not be.
Not that I can think of. No, but yeah, interesting question. I'll think about it, because yeah, it's not my functional body that restricts me. It's something in me.
But related to out there?
Yeah, related to out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to shake off those shackles, I think. I'm going to try anyway.
Fabulous. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Shake off those shackles.
Yeah.
Feels exciting.
I do. I actually do fancy going on a nudist beach.
Yes, I heard you last time, and I really believed you.
Yeah. I think I'm putting it on the bucket list.
Yeah. Have you swum naked before?
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Once, years and years ago. I did go onto a nudist beach. I was young.
Yeah.
At the time. So and I can remember, it was a group of nurses. We were student nurses, but you had to go really down a big, so it was hard to get to it. So you had to be quite fit to get to it.
Yeah.
So we went down on there, and we did go naked, and we did swim in the sea. Yeah. And it was a good experience.
Yeah.
But I was young. I think I was about 22 at the time. Yeah. So, which is a shame, really, because I think that is more me than the one that's been kind of hemmed in for a lot of years. Yeah.
Like that free swimming naked you. That is really you, who you truly are.
Yeah. I had a great time.
Wonderful.
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been really good questions, Kas, and they've made me think. And whenever I talk to you, I go away, and stuff comes up that we've talked about, and and things happen and change, and I feel like I get freer. Yeah.
And I share that. My thing is to be free and to not be shackled, trapped, tied down, pinned down, any of those things.
Me too. Yeah.
So we're going to say goodbye for now.
Yeah, I think so. It's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Love talking with you.
Yeah, I love talking with you. And it really does get my imagination going.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Watch your dreams tonight. You might dream of swimming naked, or you might.
I don't think I can say them on live YouTube channel, Kas.
Sounds like you have quite a lot of dreams. Do you have quite a lot of dreams?
I don't have that many, actually. No, I have a lot of imaginations.
Wonderful.
Imaginings.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd say do more.
Yeah.
And are these the things you wouldn't put out on YouTube, your imaginings?
Well, not this week, but who knows about next? Coming to a channel near you.
That sounds exciting.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kas. Been great. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and you. So we'll turn the recording off, and I'll do what I said. I'll I'll do the
Yeah.
editing, let you see it. You can decide. And
Stress.
I'm just thinking there's probably lots and lots of mini clips in here that we could use if you're willing. But yeah, I'll ask you, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I trust you. You know that. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Thanks. Oh well. Okay. See you soon.